Hi everyone, my name is Dianoush, and today my husband Jamshid and I want to make one of those traditional Persian food named Ash-e Anar or pomegranate soup. We are making this special food at the very last day of fall. We call it Shab-e Chelle or Shab-e Yalda. That is the darkest, longest night of the year, which we get together, all the families and relatives. We talk, older people, they read poems. Usually women make ash and soup. At that night, most of the time, we eat a lot of red fruit. One of them is pomegranate or watermelon. But this Ash-e Anar or pomegranate soup it's very special for that night. So I'm going to tell you what is the ingredient of this soup, but the ingredient that I'm going to use is very homey that my mom used to make. Different region in Iran use different ingredients, similar, but sometimes instead of, for example, lentil, they use split peas, or some places they use rice instead of wheat and barley. And also for bone marrow, some places they use, beef broth or meatballs. But I want to show you that is the ingredient that my mom used to make. It's very traditional. She used to, and it's for 6 people. So we need diced onion, 1 cup, half a cup chickpeas, half a cup red beans, 1 cup of lentil, half a cup of barley, half a cup of crushed wheat. And for spices, I use cumin, dry mint, and turmeric, salt and pepper, obviously. Definitely, we use special vegetables. It's 500 grams. You can use it like a little bit more than half a pound. And they're all, it's the same amount of parsley, cilantro, spinach, chives, and also I'm using, basically, these are beets leaves. It's gonna make it very special and very tasty. I will use 2 cups of pomegranate juice, 3 tablespoons of pomegranate paste. These are for the garnish. I'm gonna use some of the basically pomegranate seeds, also dry mints, and I will dice or shred this. The 1 onion is very special when you want to use it as garnish. And also I'm going to use bone marrow juice instead of beef broth or meatballs. Some places they use meatballs. But overall, as I said, very similar ingredients will be used in different region, but sometimes they add or, cut some of the ingredients. Now we'll start. Now I want to golden the onion. Let's start with the onion and hot oil. And make sure it doesn't get burnt. It just needs to be golden. A lot of places, they add garlic, fresh garlic. They dice the garlic, and after onion got sauteed a little bit, they add the fresh garlic, which is going to be very tasty and good. I didn't add it, in case some people, they don't like to add garlic. But overall, it's going to make it very tasty. After it got golden, nice and caramely color. Then I will add salt and pepper, cumin, and some turmeric, about 1 teaspoon each, and 2 teaspoons of mint. While my onion is getting cooked and sauteed, I'm gonna put red bean and chickpeas, and I'm gonna let it boil a little bit. I will change the water so it tastes better in the ash, and also usually my mom says we need to change 1 time boiling water after chickpeas and red bean basically simmer together. Okay, so my onion is almost ready, just a little bit more, and as I said, you don't need to cook it too much. This is ash, and at the end of the day, even though you see some pieces of onion, and my kids they don't like onion in the food also, but since it is ash, it doesn't show at all. So no worries. And I am adding 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of cumin, some salt, some pepper. I'm just use my eye measurement. Okay. And 2 spoons of mint, dry mint. Okay. And that's all. I'm going to mix them again. Let it saute more. Tiny bit, not too much. Okay, don't let it saute too much because then it's gonna smell like burnt food. So while our red bean and chickpeas get boiled, I will cut some of the vegetables, and I am also boiling 2 cups of water because we need it after we strain the red bean and the chickpeas. So as I said, we need only 500 grams of vegetables, and the vegetables are chives, parsley, and spinach, red beet leaves, and cilantro. You don't need to cut it really fine. It can be something in between, not too big, not too small, because when you make the soup, it will be melted in your mouth. And the fresh vegetable gonna give you some, basically live and fresh feeling. And my mom always tell me that make the food with love and good feeling because the food knows. And I am just cutting the vegetables. Okay. After that, I'm gonna strain the red bean and chickpeas, and we let you know. So now is the time to strain the red bean and the chickpeas. It came to boil, so I'm just gonna strain it. All right, now it's ready for the ash. So I'm gonna put red bean and the chickpeas. Gonna add the lentil, barley, and the wheat, everything together. I'm gonna add 2 cups of boiling water. Okay, don't use the cold water because the cold water gonna make it taste different and not good. So 2 cups of boiling water is added. And also, as I said, I have the bone marrow juice ready. So I let the bone marrow to simmer about 5 to 6 hours. Then I'm gonna take the juice, I'm gonna add it to the soup and let it boil for another 30 minutes, half an hour. While we are, while this gets ready, I'm gonna show you how to make the garnish onion. Make it ready for the garnish. I have an onion. I'm gonna peel it first. And also this onion is not good. I have to bring another onion. This is not a good onion. It was very good at the beginning, but now it doesn't look good. So I will try with this onion. Hopefully, this is a good lucky onion that wants to go. Oh, look at this! This looks amazing. It happens. So you never know. It looks good, but inside is like, you know. Okay. So I make sure the bottom is totally gone. It take all the nitrates of the soil. No, so it's not good to have the bottom. I'm gonna cut it in half, okay, and start to shred it like this. So it shouldn't be very fine, but it also shouldn't be very big pieces of onion. So it's kind of like sliced, but a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna make this onion ready. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to fry it. That's only for the garnish. As I said, it is good to also put garlic and fry it with your onion or separate, and that is gonna taste absolutely amazing. I have some guests tonight, and they don't like onion. They don't like garlic in their soup, so that's why I avoid it today. But honestly, it tastes really good. Try it. So this is done. Okay. And okay, this is good. I'm gonna again add some. This is make. I use usually steel cookware. So for steel cookware, you must let it sit and get really hot, okay, at the beginning. For a little bit, then add the oil to it. Otherwise, start to, all the ingredients start to stick on the bottom of the basically the pan. This is in. This is, look at the ash getting ready, going to boil. I'm gonna make it a little bit low. Okay, so I add the oil and let it sit a little bit more. So it goes to, it gets really hot. Then after that, I will start to fry the onion. There you go. Put the onion. I think it's ready. It's not. Oops! Look at this. Sometimes when it goes to bubble, it means it's ready. It's not ready yet. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. And there you go. Start bubbling, and I usually use olive oil. There are some. Olive oil has been made for cooking. It's not for cold and salad only. So I usually use olive oil. That's more healthier, and also it tastes better in the food. So I think this is it. The olive is ready. The oil is ready. It's hot enough, and I'm gonna put the onion inside the oil. Start to fry, nice and pretty. Okay, and ready to go on top of the soup. So as you see, the onion gets fried and sauteed. I want to bring out some points that usually we soak legumes overnight. like the lentil, chickpeas, red bean, even the wheat has been soaked overnight. That's why it's cooked quickly. It's quicker than 2 hours. Sometimes because the legumes doesn't cook that quick, but when you soak it overnight, it cook quickly. And also in Iran, we say food has nature. Some food has warm nature, some food has cold nature. So legumes has cold nature. When you soak it overnight and you change the water a few times, then it will balance the nature of the legumes. And also, this soup has very tangy, savory taste because depends on what type of pomegranate paste or pomegranate juice you use. Sometimes it's a little bit more sour, so you can add a tiny bit sugar to it if you like to. If you like sour food, that's perfect. And sometimes it actually is balanced and nice and sweet. As I say, it depends on the pomegranate paste we use. So as you see, these onion gets sauteed and it gets golden brown. I'm going to take it down. This one doesn't go in the food. This is only for the garnish. Okay, that's what it's a little bit bigger size. It's usually like sliced and different. It's not diced onion. We don't use diced onion that much for the garnish. And we wait a little bit with these patients. They know how you feel. So you should be patient when you want to make food. And here, wow, this is, as you see, this is legumes has been, everything get together, and it looks like that. I will wait another 10 minutes. Okay, it needs to sit. Why? Because the chickpeas and the red beans is not cooked yet. It needs to be more cooked, more than halfway cooked. So then after that, I will add 2 cups of pomegranate juice, and our vegetable is ready. It's already chopped. As you see, it's not too big, it's not too small. It is, it's not too fine. So it's really, really good for the soup. And I'm gonna add it in 10 minutes, and we'll wait until our onion gets sauteed more. Then I will add 1 teaspoon of turmeric. And also I will make the rest of the onion ready for garnish. So as you see, this is golden and nice and brown. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of turmeric. Okay, basically half a teaspoon now. And then it's gonna change the color. I'm not gonna let it fry more than this anymore, because then it doesn't taste good. It's gonna taste bitter if you really let it, fry it more. So this is good enough. Smells good. I love it. Love it, love it. And then after that, I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. Okay, let it to be a little bit hot. I'm gonna add about 2 spoons of mint to the oil. Nice and ready. Again, for the mint, you don't let it to cook so much, because that makes it bitter, okay? And you can also add a tiny bit of the turmeric, your mint. Again, probably need more oil. However, I don't want to make it really oily, how I see it needs it. Okay, I'm gonna add a tiny bit more. And And as you see, the stove is off. So I'm just gonna mix it on the hot pan, and that's it. The mint is ready for the garnish. Easy. I'm gonna put it beside the onion. And take this off already. Okay. And I come to here. It's nice and simmer. It's ready that we can add the 2 cups of pomegranate juice. As I said, this is sweet and sour food. It's not super sweet, it's not super soury. If it is soury, you can add a little bit sugar. Usually the pomegranate is not that sweet, so don't worry about that part. So adding 2 more cups of red, beautiful pomegranate juice. And this is the vegetables, nice and fresh and green. Okay. I can this one. I love vegetables, so I'm gonna use it all the way to the end. Okay. Look at the texture. And also, we will use 2 more, or 2 to 3 spoon of pomegranate paste. Doesn't open. Just open. Easy. I think I have to ask Jamshid to open it. Thank you. Open the.
You're madam.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I like to add more paste, but as I said, since we have guests, I want a little bit more balanced taste. Otherwise, I like sour pomegranate soup. This is good enough. Ash-e Anar will be ready in an hour. I think our ash is ready. It's been more than hour that it's been simmer, get together. And now our happy ash is ready to go in the bowl for serving. I hope all of you guys enjoyed the holiday. Holiday is all about fun, being together, have, be happy together and be grateful and thankful that we have each other. For Chile, we sit all the way until morning. Usually older people, they talk, they tell us a story, they read poems, kids are playing. And it's a lot of fun for Chile night. I really love that night. And usually my mom, she cooks. She's a very good cook. And this is our very special, delicious food. We eat other foods too at Chile, but pomegranate juice is always special for me. And I hope everybody enjoyed their holidays. Okay. I think I will add some decoration to our food. Food should be delicious and beautiful. My dad always tell me that if your food is beautiful, then you will enjoy twice. Okay, so I usually put pomegranates on top. So it sits on top. And then after that, I make some with a lot of pomegranate. I love it. And then I'm gonna put some onion for the garnish. I sometimes make it like a butterfly, but this dish is really hard to make it like a butterfly. You also can add the dry mint and the fried onion inside the ash. It's gonna make it really good and great taste. And you can use your own imagination and creativity to decorate this food and enjoy it all together. Happy holiday again, everybody. I hope everyone have fun in this holiday with happiness and health, and hope to see you all soon. And thank you so much, Jamshid, for videoing and helping me for today, and hope to see you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, everybody. If you do have a few questions, either about the holiday or maybe a little bit about the soup, Suzanne can answer, maybe. But also Suzanne did put in the chat the names of two different Persian stores. So if you're looking for, I think it was the pomegranate paste or the bone marrow juice broth. If you're looking where to find those things, you could likely find them at one of those or either of those Persian stores.
Well, the bone marrow, you have to do it yourself, actually, but you have to ask ahead of time to get the bones, and then I think she said boil them for 5 hours, 6 hours. Yeah.
So we have a few minutes for if anybody has any questions. Yes, Elizabeth.
I was wondering, so Dianoush was saying that at this time of year there are a lot of red fruits eaten in Iran. Is that just by virtue of the season of, which fruits are growing, or what is the significance behind that?
No, we actually store fruits sometimes in the cellar, like watermelon. So it's the color red is about vibrancy. So we like in Christmas, red is the color of the sun, the return of the sun. And we also have green. Green is a big deal. We also commemorate with evergreens. So sometimes when we go to people's houses this time of year, we cut a branch of an evergreen and take as a gift. So we celebrate this holiday. It's the return of light, the return of life, vibrancy. So red is a really powerful symbol of that. And we store the fruits, some of the fruits that we can store in a cold cellar traditionally. So watermelon example. Thanks for your question. It's a good one.
Are there any other foods that are traditionally eaten with the soup, or is it just the soup served on its own generally?
Well, there's different things. We have fish. We eat fish and rice. I'm frozen, it looks like. We also have a different kind of ash, which is a noodle dish that we have. And then there's something called fesenjun, which is another pomegranate dish, pomegranate with walnuts and duck or different kinds of meats. So, red fruit mixed in with nuts, and we have multiple different kinds of foods that we eat. It also depends on what region of the country. We have areas that are close to the ocean, areas that are not. So it depends. Yeah, it's more about, food is of course a critical piece, but the festivity is much more than the food we eat. Of course, it's whole night you're supposed to stay up all night and celebrate together, and reading poetry and laughing and playing and being together as a community and family is a lot of it.
Wonderful. Do we have any other questions? Any other?
I think I might have wrong. I got a couple of I'm broadcasting it, so I'm sorry about that. I was just gonna say, actually, Susan, another food I thought of that we eat with the soup is very similar to the latke that I saw earlier. Shami, we call it shami or cutlet, which is a like
Oh. You went out, Fazza.
the soups are pretty hearty too. There's a lot of stuff in them. There's a lot of
You went out, Fazza, John. So what is the kind of cutlet? And we're seeing from Mina that they also have cutlet with latkes, I think, or similar kind of thing. But what were you saying?
yeah. Sorry, the internet is really bad.
Anyway, you're going, but I guess we eat something else. I'm not aware of it, but a kind of a cutletin that we have with the food that's fried.
That sounds really
That's
good.
Yeah, you're going out, Fazza, John. So, but I'm
Well,
so
now I
this is
want all
wonderful
of these dishes,
too.
you know.
And we can have them together. We can have the Ash with the latkes and
That's right.
cookies for dessert, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Next time an IFC,
Interfaith meal.
yes, exactly.
Sounds
Exactly.
great. I love it.
Well, I want to thank you all again for joining us, for being a part of this program. Thank you to our wonderful hosts, Mina and Father Andrew, and Jamshid and Dianoush. Thank you all so much for doing this with us and for us. And thank you to all of you for being a part of it. And we hope to see you at another IFC event soon. And maybe it will be a potluck of some kind, or maybe not. But anyway, I want to wish everybody Chag Sameach, happy Hanukkah, a Merry Christmas. I'm sorry, I just lost the name of the Zoroastrian holiday that's coming up on
Yalda or
thank
Chele,
you.
happy Yalda Chele. The return of the
Yes.
light. We're all commemorating the return of light. So yes, may it be
Yes.
so.
Absolutely. And a happy new year to all of you. And we look forward to seeing everybody in 2026. And I just want to say also that we need your support, your presence, and any financial support that you are able to give so that we continue doing these programs and many, many more programs into 26 and beyond. So just keep us in your thoughts as we reach the end of 2025. Thank you again so much for joining us, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you.